do some rapid fire questions.
Hit me with it, baby.
Okay, here we go. When you got up this morning, did you imagine that you would see not one, but two presidential candidates light themselves on fire in front of you?
When I get up this morning, as every morning when I wake up, I don't imagine anything.
Right.
I haven't had a drink in 21 years, and every single morning I wake up hungover. I feel like I've had a quart of Stoli and a six-pack of some rotten beer. I just feel horrible in the morning, every morning. And so I put my pants on, I shuffled downstairs and got coffee, and so I didn't think about it at all until I was seated across from Senator Scott, who was the first. And I really like, I mean, I like them all. Like, politicians are super charming. Like, they're good with people. That's why they're in this business. So I like all of them. But no, I do think that Republican voters, or the system controlled by the Republican Party, doesn't ask a lot of its candidates. It's like enough to repeat certain bumper stickers from the 80s, peace through strength, lower taxes, whatever.
Right.
I'm for all that, by the way. But they don't, like, no one ever gets pushed very hard.
Right.
And so it doesn't take much. I was certainly not acting out of hostility, but if you're just like, well, what do you mean? Can't answer the question. And then people's like, oh, you're so mean. Really? You're trying to run my country.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I live here. I have 4 children. I can't go anywhere. Like, what do you mean? You're trying to run the country, and you're mad that I'm, like, trying to get you to be more precise about your answers that you should have memorized already?
Right.
Because you're presuming to represent me? I get a little annoyed if I think about it that way.
I will tell you, I was watching you. We were covering it on The Blaze, and I'm watching you, and I'm thinking, how does a member of the press look at this? Because some people would say, look, he's got an agenda. But you didn't. Your agenda was, I want to understand how you square this circle, because it doesn't work. That doesn't happen. That's, again, intellectual curiosity from a member of the press.
Yeah, but I'm a middling IQ character. Like, I am no genius. So if I guess, really, if that's considered remarkable, it's a commentary on how just completely corrupt and stupid everybody else in this job is. Because, like, why is that hard? You know, you ask Asa Hutchinson, like, you're defending, giving hormones to kids as treatment. And he's like, well, I'm not defending it. Really? I think you are. Like, that's not exactly like F. Bailey cross-examination. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not an OJ lawyer. It's pretty simple.
Oh, man, that was, I felt bad because I laughed out loud a couple of times when they answered your question, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're serious.
Oh, it was an audience of super nice people.
Yeah, very nice.
And obviously, you know, I'm kind of a jerk on some level, and so I did definitely tone it down, but a couple of times, the Mike Pence religious freedom stuff, I have to say, you know, spun me up. It did. You can't be like, well, I'm for religious freedom, except for, like, priests who say things the government disagrees with, they can be arrested. Huh? You know, and it'd be fine if it was almost any, and I'm holding him to an unfair standard, but if you hold yourself up as a Christian leader who's in favor of religious freedom, well, then you kind of have to defend religious freedom, whether it's popular.